Hello, Kindred Spirits, and welcome to my spiritual oasis. Here, weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. So today I am coming with another pick a card, call it like the triangle, the pyramid, pick a card, where I have 3 cards to choose from. There's going to be a total of 7 readings that's going to come out of this. So I'm going to do each individual card, and then we're going to do readings with cards together, adding in tarot cards to help explain some of the messages, or to help connect some of the messages between the cards. So today the focus is going to be on, we're looking at our eyebrow chakra, our crown chakra, really just spiritual connections, messages about connecting spiritually, intuitively, to the universe and the world around us, just to basically expand our corporeal experience to the heavens and the hidden realms, if you will. So that's going to be the focus of our readings today. Without further ado, let's just jump into the reading. Again, this is a pick a card, so you can pick group 1, 2, 3, group 4, group 5, and group 6. And then group 7 again is all of the cards together as a full spread reading. All right, let's get into our first reading. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to go right ahead and flip over the card and dig into the messages that Spirit and the universe and the cosmos has for you today. So we have fairy energy. Growth, expansion, and flowering are kinds of the messages or the keywords to be associated with this particular card. So what I see in this is, when I see fairies, they are very earthy. They are connected to nature, nurturing nature, respecting nature. But fairy energy, I guess it depends on what story, but in this particular case, I see this idea of whimsy. So I see this fairy kind of floating around at night, kind of like using her magic to encourage this flower to bloom. And I do see a level of like whimsy and play. And a message here from our fairy spirit: don't take life too seriously. Open yourself up like the flower is opening up. Open yourself up to all the possibilities, especially the things that aren't logical and don't necessarily make sense. I am getting the energy here that there's a lot of air sign energy manifesting. Either you are an air sign, so sun, moon, rising in Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Don't necessarily have to be an air sign, but that is the energy that I'm feeling manifest right now from you. And it's very like logic, reason, really kind of serious and rigid when it comes to your mind and your thoughts and your beliefs. And this card is really kind of encouraging you to release some of that tense energy and allow for growth. So things can't grow if they're tense. Like if you're tight, if your fist is balled, then you can't put anything in your fist. You can't add anything. You can't expand. It's when you open up that then you can obtain. You can receive. And what I am getting from you here is that some of you are like really closed off, which is preventing blessings, understanding, and understanding, again, not in the logical sense, but in the supernatural sense. Again, we're focused on third eye. We're focused on intuition. We're focused on crown chakra. We're focused on connecting with the universe and the spirits and the energies that are like beyond our corporeal world and interaction with the world around us. So the message here is to free yourself of feeling like you have to know everything. And again, also kind of getting earth energy to release your hold on the things of the world and spend time nurturing relationships with other worldly beings. So in this particular case, we have fairies here, but also, you know, other beings, light beings. And in order to connect in this situation, fairy energy, the message that I am getting from our fairies is through nature. Fairies spend a lot of time, you know, in nature, nurturing nature, and spending time out in nature, connecting with nature is also very relaxing, very soothing. And, you know, as humans, we are very much so connected to a fellow living being. So whether that be other animals or plants or trees or whatever the case may be, we are very connected with other living beings. So like spending time outside of the man-made or human-made spaces and spending time in natural spaces will also help you release some of that tight, restrictive energy and open you up to more possibilities. And so if you're here for spiritual growth, if you're wondering why, like maybe you're not growing spiritually or understanding something spiritually, this is a message from the fairy spirit telling you to release that control and order the way you understand it here on earth and open yourself up to other possibilities and other beings and messages. And then the final message that I am getting here from our fairy energy is this idea of imagination, lightheartedness, and nature loving. So again, spending time in nature, things like that. So these are the messages that I have channeled for you today, Group 1. If anything resonated, make sure to drop me a comment or reach out to me and let me know what did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Again, I appreciate you, beautiful soul, for spending time with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So we're just going to go right over to our Starseed card here for our reading for you. So our Starseed message is Activated Earth, and it's all about powerful places that exist on this earth that are almost like portal places on our earth that are connected to other realms, other worlds, other universes. And it's all about, to me, the kind of overarching message with this card is some type of a sojourn. So whether it's physical, like you're physically going to a place, like if you've had a specific place on your mind, depending on when you're getting this video, you might or might not be quarantined, so obviously do things in a safe way. But this idea of going on a journey. So if you've had a specific place in mind, a specific almost like space that's related to spirituality, the encouragement here is to go to that place, again, safely. But to also keep in mind that the sojourns don't necessarily have to be physical, physically leaving, physically arriving in a space. Though the message here is that spaces on this earth can or are portals or connections to other places. So being in those specific places and spaces can activate and expand your third eye, your crown chakra, and kind of give you a boost to connecting with other worlds and other realms beyond yourself. So what I thought was really interesting and what came to my mind when I was channeling messages for this card was the idea of the pyramids. Like pyramids and other spiritual sites like stone rock work sites and things like that have been found all around the earth, with centuries and distance between these spaces and civilizations, with no worldly way of communicating these ideas to each other. So basically it's almost like humans were building these spaces, spiritual spaces, that are really similar in form and in material to other humans on the other side of the planet, separated by spans of water and earth and things like that, and separated by mountains and different things, and not being in communication with us. So it's almost like curious, like, oh, how did they do this? And to me, this phenomenon really proved the connection of a higher dimension. So that's why I was saying, like, the sojourn might not necessarily be physical. It might be a metaphysical sojourn, but just through like meditation and spending time with crystal energy and working on chakra energy and just elevating your mind and elevating your soul and your spirit to connect with realms and worlds that are above and beyond us. I feel like those types of connections are the reasons why humans were able to make these really distinct and intense spiritual buildings, like physical locations on the earth, with the space and time and inability to communicate in any other way. Messages that I also got from our card today is to trust your intuition and don't ignore something on your mind that's whispering, especially if it keeps coming over and over again. You keep hearing the same thing or really similar message or seeing numbers, or if you feel like something is some deja vu just came to mind right now for me, don't ignore those things. Pay attention to those things because they might be messages for you. And then the idea of seeking, being curious, researching, feeling a lot of earth energy, grounded energy connected to the earth. So spending time in nature, gratitude, and then spending time in gratitude and being thankful and grateful for what you have and where you are now, and also the blessings that are coming to you. And then health is another thing, like health and food and what you put in your body, and just being conscious about that and making good choices health-wise, and specifically the word food, or like what you ingest, is also very important right now as well. So those are the messages that I have channeled for you today, group 2. If anything hit home, make sure to let me know with a comment or reach out to me and let me know what resonated. I appreciate hearing from you guys. Also, make sure to click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as liking my Facebook page. Thank you so much for spending time with me, beautiful soul, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and flip over our Moon Oracle card today with a message that you and your loved ones are safe. So this is a new moon in Cancer card right here that is the guiding energy of our message. So we have Cancer leading the charge here, and this is a moon. We have our moon guide and Cancer, new moon in Cancer. So the moon is happy and at home in Cancer. Cancer is happy and at home in the moon. So there's going to be a lot of really positive, synergetic energies right now for you coming, and specifically focused around like family and home. So we know that our Cancer sign and also our moon energy is water energy. So that emotional, that intuitive, very much so connected with a lot of the messages that we're talking about today. So just really feeling connected and being connected spiritually and intuitively. And doing that a lot, I feel like with family or with surrounding family or in home or a space that you feel like is home. So whether that's your actual physical space or whether it's like your childhood home growing up or grandma's house or whatever that home space is, I feel like you'll make a lot of really positive strides spiritually and connect spiritually in a space that feels like home to you. This card also represents a new start in your private life. It is very much so connected again to family or someone you share your home with. So whether that's children or a spouse or a roommate. It could also signify a move. So relocating homes. There's also a message here to nurture yourself. So we know as our Cancer energy is, there's a tendency to want to bring closer to us our loved ones, our family, our friends, the people that we care about that are dear to our heart. But there's also a message here to keep yourself close to and nurture yourself, self-care, give yourself a bath and enjoy like water spaces, going to spaces that are really comforting to you. So whether that's by the water, ocean, rivers, lakes, ponds, streams, whatever, bodies of water that you feel comfortable, you feel at home in, those watery elements. This is also a time to revisit some of your goals and see if anything has changed. Again, we're looking inward a little bit as well as, we're wrapping our loved ones up and keeping them safe and close to us, but we're also doing some things for ourselves as well. So revisiting our goals, seeing if there's any changes going on, working through some insecurities right now. This could be a very emotional time, so be mindful of that. Like if your interactions with other people, be mindful that this could be a very emotional time for you, and to small things can become big things when we're emotional, but also being emotional also allows us to dig deep and tap into things specifically spiritually. Like it just opens, it's very receptive, it's opening, it's flowing, and I feel like that energy is going to allow you to connect spiritually a lot easier as well. But just be mindful that it could be an emotional time for you. And again, because Cancer and the moon are at home together, the energies definitely magnify each other, that you're going to have the support of moon energy. And I just got the message here to if you're doing rituals or if you're trying to make connections spiritually, you're trying to tap into, you need a boost in any of your, spiritual connections or magical, if you're doing things magically, doing them at night, doing them under moon strength, so full moons, new moons, the different moon phases. Just really pay attention to the moon phases, and how to tap into that energy. So those are the messages that I've received for you today, group number 3, and I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, make sure to drop a comment and let me know it resonated. Make sure to click like and subscribe on YouTube and like my Facebook page. Thanks again, beautiful Kindred Spirit, for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose to take a look at our top card here, our Hidden Realms card, our Starseed card, as well as their Connecting Tarot card. Let's see what direction that goes. Okay. And so we have Activated Earth, Fairy Energy, as well as 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups and 17 in numerology will be whittled down to the number 8. So 8 energy is it's a karmic energy. Karmic cycles is all about balance. It's also a go-getter. Like 8 energy is about achievement, going after what you want, and also offsetting that by giving back as well. 8 energy is very strong energy, very authoritative energy, very powerful energy. So we're moving into this kind of in a really beautiful way. Some of the first messages that I received for you in our spread today is this idea of retreat. So that is kind of what I'm getting from the 8 of Cups, as well as activated earth. This idea of, 8 of Cups, our being here is going deeper into the waters, escaping kind of the noise and the harsh intensity of what's going on above ground, and kind of escaping, if you will, into the water's depths. So there's also a message here about temporarily abandoning the physical world in order to discover spiritual realms, is what I'm having, what I'm seeing here. Leaving the heavy earthly burdens behind and taking a sojourn guided by water energy, emotions, and intuition. So getting the message here that you could potentially be an earth sign. So sun, moon, rising in Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Don't necessarily have to be, but that is the energy that I'm getting here, that you're very grounded, very earthy, and can be very stubborn as well. But here the message is escaping some of that earth energy, that stubborn, that grounded energy, for our watery, emotional, intuitive energy that's flowing, that's softer, that kind of allows you to let down your guard a little bit and discover more, look inside yourself. It's kind of like, also like when you go underwater, it dulls your sense of like hearing and stuff like that too. So it gives you the ability to kind of focus in on yourself, is what I'm getting. I also got messages here along the lines of like, taking a bath, taking a swim, just being in water itself, and using water, like water on the earth, as a retreat to be able to relax and release, which will make you more receptive. It'll make you more receptive to positive energies, emotional healing. I'm also getting relationships. For some of you, you might be trying to manifest relationships, but that releasing and that opening up and that clearing out a lot of like stubborn energy will fertilize your soil and help you be more receptive to positive seeds. The message here that I am getting from the fairy energy is to open up and bask in the magic all around you. So we have the image of this fairy here kind of pushing energy into this flower, which the flower is opening up to receive the energy. And that growth, that idea of growth and expansion, of flowering, of blossoming, is really going to happen when you're able to kind of get away from the daily grind, get away from other people's expectations of you, who you are, and what you should be doing with your life, and really just diving deep into yourself and finding out what you want from life, and how you can grow and expand and flower and flourish in your own way, and just kind of taking time away from that. And the final message that I am seeing here is this idea of trust where you're led. So we have, again, this being drilling down into the watery depths. And sometimes when we go deep, it can get kind of scary because we can't see the bottom. But the message here is to trust where you're being led, trust spirit, trust the universe, and most importantly, trust yourself and your intuition, and the fact that, your energy and the energy of the universe bonded together before you even put on this earth in a physical form to be able to create a beautiful destiny for you, and trusting in that, and like diving deep in the faith that you're going to discover your purpose and really be able to live a beautiful and fulfilled life. So those are the messages that I've channeled for you today, my beautiful group 4. If anything resonated, make sure to drop a comment and let me know what did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as liking my Facebook page. I appreciate your time and your energy and your attention today, my beautiful kindred spirit, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, group number 5, and welcome to your reading. So you chose our Hidden Realms and our Moon Oracle cards to guide our message today. So let's go ahead and flip those over along with the Connecting Tarot card to guide our conversation. Let's see what we've got. So we've got fairy energy up here. We also have our new moon in Cancer, as well as our Knight of Cups. So I'm really feeling a lot of watery energy here with our Cancer and our Knight of Cups. So let's get into our reading here. So I am feeling like here with the moon in Cancer that there's going to be some changes with family. So that could mean a variety of different things depending on who you are, what your family situation is, but I am feeling some changes are going to be happening here. I am sensing with our fairy energy that's a message of openness, flowering, expansion, and growth. Really, in order to love, you must be open and you must allow love to fill your hearts. And then our Knight energy here is about him setting forth with purpose to discover the beauty of love. So I really am intensely in this reading for a lot of you getting a love message here in order to receive the love. So again, we have our Knight of Cups charging forth on his unicorn in this particular rendition. But this idea that someone is coming into your life with the purpose and intent to offer, with a love offering, that their focus, that their heart, their true desire is to bring you a really genuine, mature offering of love and companionship. And that could be the change in family. It could be some sort of a long-term relationship. Also, with our fairy energy, it is saying that in order to receive this love, so love is one of those things that it is, as much as it is like sweeping and exciting, it is also something that we have to choose. And I know often love feels like it's out of control, but real, true, stable love, healthy love is something that is a choice for us. And often that choice is us deciding to open up to love. So that is what I'm feeling with the fairy energy here. Is about growth and expansion and flowering, really about opening yourself up to the magic of love. I do get the strong message here that love really allows us earthbound beings a direct connection to the higher realms. That love is, it's a conduit for us to experience the love and the reverence and like the deeply it's like the untainted intentions of the universe, of God, of spirit, for us. That's why I feel like love is so important. So whether love is coming in the form of a relationship or in the form of family and friends and things like that, love is an important connection for us and bond for us. So if the Knight of Cups does not represent a love relationship in your life, it can also represent like you as the Knight of Cups energy. So coming into charging forth towards creative endeavor and making that a really positive experience, charging forth into a love quest of your own, or even a love quest for yourself, opening yourself up, clearing your energy. This is a time, new moon in Cancer is also a time to like work on your own insecurities and kind of turn inward in a way as well, and kind of like take care of your own house, whether that be like your body as a house for your soul and your spirit, or your physical space, but like kind of getting your emotional game, your emotional and spiritual world together by opening up and expanding yourself with the opportunity to grow and to let it come into your own. Flowering is about coming into your own and expressing your energy in a very like beautiful and mesmerizing type of way. So it's like once you reach a really high level of emotional and spiritual development, you're going to like come into your own. You're going to radiate light and energy, and people are going to be really attracted to you. And then the final message that I have for you today, Group 5, is that as our new moon in Cancer, so whether or not you are a Cancer or a water sign, you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, whether or not you have those placements, I'm getting the message here that you love hard. You love hard, you love deep, and you deserve someone who will love you with the same fierceness that and excitement that you do. So I do feel like, again, if the love reading resonated with you, the Knight of Cups is going to bring you that matched energy of love. So what you give, they give, and it's a really reciprocal, really passionate, intense sort of relationship is what I'm picking up. So those are the messages that I have channeled for you today, group number 5. If anything resonated, make sure to drop me a comment and let me know what did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as liking my Facebook page. And I appreciate you spending your time with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group number 6, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Starseed Oracle as well as the Moon Oracle cards, and then our Connecting Tarot. So let's flip it over and see what we've got to work with. Okay, so we have Activated Earth, the Death card, as well as New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. My initial thought once seeing this was like, you gonna say my loved ones are safe and then roll up with the Death card. Like, I felt a way about it, but don't worry, we're gonna get into all of that. So what I am seeing here in the Death card is that there is an intense life-changing transformation with a loved one, family member. I'm channeling the energy here that it could potentially be a mother, maybe not, but that's what I'm getting. An intense life-changing transformation with the relationship with someone in your family. And again, I'm getting mother, aunt, mother figure, guardian, grandparent, grandmother, sister, something like that. Just really intense, like female energy, but mostly a mother energy. I'm also getting messages here that some of you have been going through changes with their Death card. You've been going through changes and shedding an old life, whether it be physically, so the things that you've been doing in the past, or maybe shifting a career or changing your major in school, whatever it is, there's some sort of big change that you're going through. You're shedding your old life, your old way of thinking. And you're on a spiritual sojourn to figure out what is next. I am getting the message here that some of your family and loved ones are confused with this transformation. They don't understand it. But I am here to tell you that they will see the new phoenix that arises from the ashes. So don't worry too much about them and what they're thinking and their concerns. As long as you're following your intuition and your heart, really just trust where you're being led and know that you're connected with source energy, you're connected with spirit, God, the universe, whatever terminology you care to use. You're connected and you know the direction that you are going is the right direction. So just trust where you're being led and have faith that you know, i.e. your intuition, your third eye, your connection to spirit and universe is strong enough to guide you to the right place. What I am also getting from this message is that this transformation or this change related to our new moon in Cancer energy, it could include a physical move, a relocation. Again, like for some of you, I feel like maybe you're going through a transformation in career, a job, work, maybe school. Maybe you recently like graduated and you got an opportunity or a job in a place where you're going to have to relocate or move. So I am seeing that maybe for some of you. It could also be the end of a relationship, but with the promise of a new one to come. So again, like the big changes or the transformation and like the family aspect of our Cancer, it could be the loss of a relationship, like a recent breakup, or something of that sort. But just know, like again with the Death card, and we have the Death card being represented by the Phoenix, and with the death, with the ending of life with the Phoenix energy, there is also a promise of life to come from the death. Like the last breath of the death, the last spark of energy from the Phoenix gives life to the egg that will hatch and become the new Phoenix. So just because, like I said, something is ending, this relationship, whatever it might be, this move, there is a promise for newness, new life, and the promise of new life. It could also be a transition from one life state to the next. So it could be connected to, I got the message, like a child to adult. So you could be either graduating high school, this could be like your senior year, and you're going to be moving off to college, or be out of high school, like transitioning basically from childhood. Maybe, like I said, some of you might be younger, graduating like from college or something like that, and then moving into like adult life. That could also be your transition, which would also change the dynamic between you and your parents, so your guardians. Again, the mother keeps coming back to me. But I think in general, this is a really positive message, even if there are some struggles and difficulties along the way. I do feel like in the Death card, and I really love, this is so beautifully rendered. I don't know how well you can see it, but that Phoenix is so pretty. And I know it's like burning up right now in this image. It is, but I don't know if you can see, but below it, right here in this little circle, is the new Phoenix being formulated. It's such a gorgeous representation of death. I love it so much. But again, death with the promise of new life is the big picture message here for your reading. So these are the messages that I've channeled for you today. Group number 6, thank you so much for hanging out with me, spending time with me. If something hit home for you, make sure to drop a comment and let me know what resonated. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as liking my Facebook page. I appreciate you, my beautiful kindred soul, for spending time with me today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group number 7, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the full spread reading. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Flip over all of our cards. And I'm probably going to do some rearranging to get the message that I want to share with you. Just here. So I do feel like that. I do feel like she's a transition here. Yes, I do feel like this is pretty much what we're working with here. All right. Okay, group number 7. So I do feel like fairy energy is our leading energy here. I do feel like our fairy energy is activating you. So we see, I don't know how well you can see it, but the fairy spirit is like blasting a light of energy into this flower that is opening up and growing and expanding with that energy, influx of energy and lights. So I do feel like fairy energy has activated you. It's a call to action. I think challenge may be a strong word, but it's really like a challenge in a way for you to expand and grow spiritually and emotionally. It's a challenge for you to open yourself up and open yourself up to the fact that there is more than your earthly success. There's more than your earthly possessions, your physical beauty, whatever that might be that's kind of holding you here and keeping you back from like connecting spiritually and reaching out spiritually. So the 8 of Cups, what I am getting here is that it's really an escape from all the noise from above. So in the earthly realm, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of hard surfaces, if you will, that noise can bounce off of. And noise is not really a space that is conducive to meditation, for spiritual awakening, for connecting spiritually, for being able to just find a quiet place, a peaceful space to be able to connect to on a spiritual level. So the message here that I am getting from the 8 of Cups is find a quiet place, find a quiet space for yourself to be able to hear your own thoughts and connect beyond this world. So we have our being here swimming down into the depths of the water, where the water is soft. It's a giving surface. It kind of muffles all the sounds around you. So I am getting the message here that you might want to be in water physically, whether that's a bath, whether that's swimming in a pool, or being near water, lakes, ocean, rivers, ponds, streams, whatever that looks like to you where you are. But just being in a space where like the soothing sound, the soothing energy, the fluid energy, the giving energy, the soft energy of water is able to like wrap around you and almost like create a little bubble or a cocoon for you to escape into and be able to focus and open yourself up to things beyond the world that we live in now. And what I am seeing in activated earth here is to trust where spirit is taking you. That spirit and your spirit, so spirit, universe, God, and your spirit work together before you were put on this earth to shape your destiny. And this, the place where your spirit is whispering for you to go, the space where your spirit is whispering or leading you to, is not going to be a place that is going to be harmful to you. It won't be something that you can't handle. It won't be somewhere where you won't be able to flourish and to grow and to expand, and to come into your full bloom, your full blossom. I am getting messages here of like reawakening or reimagining here with our death card. Moving, transitioning or transferring from practical, unfulfilling, and waking up to, or opening yourself up to, or rebirthing yourself into a spiritually and emotionally alive state. Messages to nurture yourself and overcome your insecurities here with our new moon in Cancer. And to set your family at ease by keeping the communication open and letting them know that you love them and care about them. I am also getting the possibility here of a love message. There will only be space for love for you if you're able to open yourself up to love by shedding the old way. So for some of you, I'm getting the message that there's a very strong potential that you could be in a career or a field of study where you're doing it kind of like for the money, or you're doing it to make your parents proud, or you're doing it because you don't know what else to do, sort of thing with your life. But I am getting the message here that this is really a time for with the new moon in Cancer and the death card together, this is really a time for you to kind of go inside of yourself, dig around in there a little bit, and figure out what you actually want to do with your life. Spending a whole bunch of time, energy, and money studying something or getting involved in something that is not going to serve you long term, that is not fulfilling to you, that is not what you want really to do for the rest of your life, and living your life for other people is not going to be satisfactory to you, and you're going to be back in the same place trying to figure out how, trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, sort of thing. So the message really here is that take the time now to figure out what you want to do with your life and do it. I am getting here that, again, if the romantic message, the love message resonates with you, that you will meet this person when you've made the transition from the old way of thinking into a new creative, high energy, passionate endeavor. So with all of the oranges and the yellows, I am getting a lot of and it being a phoenix, like fiery energy. It's about passion. It's about creativity. It's about purpose, living in your purpose. And water energy, which is very heavy in our message today. Water energy is very so much about creative energy, flowing of creative energy. And when we mix our fire energy with our water energy, we get a really powerful, emotionally fulfilled existence that will grant us emotional peace and stability in our lives. And I do feel like if the Knight of Cups is a love interest, could be a water sign, sun, moon, rising in Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but could be. I do feel like this person is going to be emotionally mature. They're going to be creative, romantic, very gallant energy, very full of energy, full of life, want to make you happy, want to, kind of a hopeless romantic in a way. If that energy is your energy, then you're gonna be displaying those types of energies. You're gonna be creative. When you really find what you want to do, you're really going to dive into and embrace this idea of creativity and creative energy and creative fulfillment as well. And that's just it's going to transform your world, your entire life, and your entire outlook on how life and what life should be and look like for you. And I'm just trying to see if there are any other messages here. And I think those are the messages that I have channeled for you today, group number 7. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. If anything resonated with you, make sure to drop a comment and let me know. You can also reach out to me via email. My email is going to be in the description. Make sure to click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as following my page on Facebook. Again, I appreciate your time and your energy. You are so beautiful, and I love spending time with you today, my kindred spirit, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.